5 children supposedly died in a Christmas Eve fire. But investigators found no bodies, the phone line had been cut, and decades later, a photograph arrived suggesting one of them might still be alive. On Christmas Eve in 1945, George and Jenny SODDER were asleep in their home in Fayetteville, West Virginia, along with 9 of their 10 children. Around 1 a.m., a fire suddenly broke out and quickly engulfed the house. George, Jenny, and 4 of the children escaped, but 5 children, Maurice, Martha, Louis, Jenny, and Betty, were believed to be trapped inside. At first, everyone assumed the children had died in the fire. But almost immediately, strange things began to emerge. George tried to use his ladder to reach the upper floor, but the ladder was missing from its usual place. He then attempted to use his trucks to get closer to the house, but both trucks mysteriously failed to start, even though they had worked the day before. The next mystery involved the phone line. Investigators discovered that it had not burned in the fire, it had been cut beforehand. Came an even stranger detail. When officials searched the ashes, they reportedly found no remains of the 5 children. Experts later argued that a fire that burned for such a short time should have left at least some identifiable bones behind. Over the following years, witnesses came forward with bizarre claims. One woman said she had seen the missing children in a passing car shortly after the fire. Another claimed she had served them breakfast at a hotel hundreds of miles away. None of these sightings were ever proven, but they kept the family's hopes alive. Then, more than 20 years later, the SODDERs received a mysterious photograph in the mail. The picture showed a young man who looked remarkably similar to one of the missing boys, Louis SODDER. On the back was a cryptic handwritten message. The family became convinced that at least one of their children had survived. George and Jenny never accepted the official explanation that their children had died in the fire. They spent decades investigating, putting up billboards, following leads, and searching for answers. The billboard asking what happened to their children stood for years beside a highway, becoming one of the most famous missing person appeals in America.
To this day, nobody knows for certain what happened. Did 5 children really perish in the fire? Or were they kidnapped before or during the blaze and taken somewhere else? That's why the case remains fascinating. It's not just a fire mystery, it's a mystery where every answer seems to create another question. The lack of remains, the cut phone line, the missing ladder, the failing trucks, and the later sightings all combine to make people wonder whether the official story was ever the whole truth.